The halacha is to light the Chanukah in the window of the house or by the door of the house, outside the door of the house. But there's a minhag to light the Chanukah in shul. According to some people, the minhag to light in shul is because it's supposed to be patterned after the Beis Hamikdash. The menorah is in the Beis Hamikdash, and therefore the Mikdash Ma'at, the shul, is where you're supposed to light in order to be more closely modeled after the original menorah in the Beit HaMikdash. And I think one could ask a question: when Chazal made it takana to light the candles looking for 7 days, why didn't they make it takana to light in the shul? Wouldn't that be a more obvious place to have the mitzvah, pursuing these people gathered together, and they're all in the shul, and to light the Chanukah in the shul would have been something which would be more closely modeled after the menorah in the Beit HaMikdash. Why did Chazal make the mitzvah into Ner Ish Ubeito? And I think that this question really is reflective of a message that Chazal are trying to tell us, a very, very important and maybe a deep message. That after the Churban of the Bayis, when Chazal looked at the nace of the nitzachon of the Yivanim, over the Yivanim, of the Jews, over the Greeks, as something which is not simply a local war that existed in time by Sheni, but rather it had some kind of a nekudah nitzchit, it had some kind of an eternal moment that transcends the historical context of Bayis Sheni. The historical moment was connected to Yaftal Kim Yefet V'Yishkon Ba'ol Hashem. That Yefet, Tarbut Yavan, has a lot of wonderful things in terms of their culture, but the Shechina is in Ol Hashem. And that's not only true during the time of Beis HaMikdash. What Chazal is saying, that's even true after the Beis HaMikdash is Nechrav. Moreover, what Chazal are saying is that the Shechina Ba'ol Hashem is not only in the shuls. It's not only in the Batei Medrash. It's in the home. Yishkon Ba'ol Hashem, the Ohel, the Ol Rivka, the Ol Sarah, the Ohel that Chazal are referring to is the Ohel of where people live. The Ner Ish Ubeito is saying that basically when you light the candles, you're expressing the eternal moment of Yishkon Ba'ol Hashem in the Nitzachon over the Greeks. Yaftal Kum Yefetz V'Yishkon Ba'ol Hashem, that it's Ner Ish Ubeito, that by the door and the window of each family, you have radiating the light of the Shechina, which is inside the home. And this is what Vasul Mikdash V'Shachanti B'Tocham, the diuk is Vasul Mikdash, you make a Mishkan, a Mikdash, V'Shachanti B'Tocham, B'Toch B'nei Yisrael. The Shechina is not only limited to the Mikdash, the Shechina is in B'nei Yisrael. The Shechina is in B'nei Yisrael in each and every home. In each Ner Ish Ubeito, the Ish Ubeito, husband and wife, the house that they create, the household that they create, is one in which through which Shechina is supposed to radiate. Chanukah Sameach.